One of the realities of life is that sooner or later you will get stuck in life. You get stuck. Whatever you do, you would come to an end of it. The biggest challenge for every person is what to do next when you are stuck and how to climb the next level. And when I say you are stuck, it means that you are doing the same thing repeatedly over and over again. It could be in your marriage, it could be in a business, but you just realize that normally when you start doing something, there is a lot of enthusiasm you start with. There is a lot of energy you begin with. And you are very excited and you see growth and things are working well for you. And then after a year or two, you get stuck. You're doing the same thing, getting the same results, but you're stuck. The challenge for everyone is, how do I break this barrier and go to the next phase? And for most people, they never break that barrier, and they get stuck in the same place over and over, or in the same place and stay there doing the same thing over and over again. When I was younger, my means of transport was trotro, and for a season it was good. At a certain point I got tired of that, so I said to myself, from this day I would never take trotro again. I didn't have more money, I had more anger. I just said, I'm never going to take this again. And from now I'm going to take a better form, which is not too good, but better, taxi. And you know, taxi also has different passengers. So I started taking taxi, and I said to myself, if I don't have fare for taxi, I'll walk. But trotro, I'm never going to take it again. I'm through with it, and I've never taken trotro since that day. But you know, you sit in taxi, it's fewer passengers, but you are with all kinds of people, and you know, people squeeze too close to you, they pack you too. Some are sweating, some are not smelling too well and all. You know, so although it was an improvement, I did it for a while, and I said to myself, this thing is not the way I'm supposed to live my life. So from today, I'm never going to take taxi again. So I've conquered two barriers in life. And I've realized in my life that many times there are moments in my life when, I don't know whether to call it rebellion or anger, comes into my life, and I say, from today, I'm never going to do this again. I'm off, and I move on. Many times, you will be stuck in life until you get angry, until you determine enough is enough. The challenge for many of us is we accommodate inconveniences for too long. And I believe that this week we stretched. But the thing about stretch is that when you break a certain barrier, certain things from then on become easy. And I believe we've stretched. Not only that, I also believe you have stretched. Some of you have stretched financially. Until people stretch and break certain barriers, they would never be free. They will stay where they are forever. So sometimes you need somebody to come and kick them out of their comfort zone and stretch them. And some of you financially have stretched in a way you never stretched before, and I speak to you, you will never get back to where you used to be. You have broken a certain barrier, and you have broken it permanently. You have stayed in the same place over and over, being too cautious, being too nice, being too careful. But this week, you're going to accommodate a new level in your life that you never thought was possible, because you broke that barrier. Breaking barriers in life is deliberate and intentional. It's deliberate and intentional. It doesn't just happen. You have to choose it. We must be very intolerant of it. There has to be a step that breaks this barrier. And for many of you, you have to, at a certain point, take a step out of a certain limitation and say, from today, I am breaking this lifestyle and I'm never going back to this life again. Now, that same faith that moves somebody from trotro to taxi is the same faith. Faith is faith. What you put into the faith may change. Somebody has faith to move from trotro to taxi. Once in a while you hear, have you heard about this restaurant? Everybody wants to go there. No, but it's expensive. I said, let me go there. Sit down in that chair. Eat that food. I may not like it, but I will eat it. Because I need to conquer that food. You need to conquer. It's a mental barrier. The reason why sometimes certain people feel inferior is because their eyes haven't seen and they haven't been to some places. Why would I go to a certain place and just enjoy the atmosphere? Because my eye has to see what their eyes see. I have to eat what they ate. So that when they said I ate it, I wouldn't sit here and feel like a villager. I'll say I also ate in the same restaurant you ate in. I didn't like the food, but I ate it for my sake. So that in this life, nobody can make me feel small and inferior because of what they have that I don't have. You have to break the barrier. You've been stuck. It's time to move. How do you know somebody's stuck? When you've been in the same place for so long and you hate it, but you are there and you can't do anything about it. If it can't liberate your mind, you're stuck. And sometimes you can be stuck in a good place. Your whole life is miserable. Sometimes God will create inconveniences for you. Bad neighbors, insulting neighbors, people who are quarreling with you in your neighborhood. When God starts raising people like that, now everybody is quarreling with you, everybody is fighting you in this neighborhood, everybody is against you in the neighborhood. You say, well, what have I done? Why do you hate me like that? No, God is speaking to you. Hear the voice of the Lord. God is saying, you've been here for too long. It's time